Hello, welcome. In this video, you will be learning how to find the slope of a line. What is a slope? Well, a slope is the rate of change. The rate of change. When you think about rate, you think about ratio. Okay, the rate of change between any 2 points on a line. Any 2 points on a line. It can also be thought of as the steepness of the line, how steep the line is. So to find the slope, you just find the ratio of the vertical change over the horizontal change. The vertical change is the height. If it is like a triangle, the height and the base always make a right angle. So that's the height is the vertical change, the base is the horizontal change. So in the coordinate plane is changing y is the height, is the vertical change, and changing x is the horizontal change. So remember that a ratio will always have an order. Order is very important. So if it is changing y over changing x, you have to keep it that way. You cannot do changing x over changing y. Okay, the vertical over the horizontal. Remember that the horizontal, the x, is the independent variable. The independent variable is always in the denominator. So for example, if you have 2 points, this is x1, y1, and another point, x2, y2, any point at all, these 2 points are on the same line. The slope of that line, which we usually represent with a variable m, the slope will be changing y, which is the difference between y2 and y1, the difference between them. So you subtract them over the difference between the x values. Okay? And you need to remember, when you in the coordinate plane, when you're going up means you add y. Up and down is y. Okay? And right and left is x. So going up is positive y, going down is negative y. And then going right is positive x, and going left is negative x. So these are the things you need to keep in mind while working with slope and graphing a linear equation giving slope. All right, let's look at an example. Find the slope of this line. Okay, this is a line, and they want us to find the slope. What do we need? We need 2 points to find the slope. So first of all, pick any point you want. We can, it's better to pick a point that you can identify. For example, this here, have the point here. You can easily find the point here, because we know the x and y of those 3 points. So here, the point here is what? It's 1. The point here is -1, 3. Remember, x comes first. Is -1, 3. Okay. And the point down here would be +1, -3. +1, -3. And the point here, of course, is 0, 0. Okay, those are the 3 points we can see that are at a point. These ones are in between. It will be hard to know which point they are, which numbers are there. So pick point that is at an intersection. You can easily tell what number they are. So you need only 2 points. You can either use 0, 0 and 1, -3, or you can use this 2, or you can use this 2. Okay, so let's use -1, 3, and let's call it our x1, y1. And we do 1, -3, and this will be our x2, y2. So it's helpful to label them. Label them so that when you put them into the formula, so the slope, which is m, it's going to be y2 minus y1, the difference between the two y's, the vertical, okay, over x2 minus x1. Okay, and when you think of it, we can actually draw go from this point down to this point. So we are going from this point. You see, that's going to make a right triangle there. It's going to make a triangle between the height. This will be the height, and this will be the base of that triangle. So this is the vertical change. Okay, so our x2, to find that height, we're going to do -3. So the slope is y2 is -3 minus, so is this minus here, okay, and then y1 is 3. y1 is 3. So over, we have x2 is 1 minus x1, which is -1. Okay, and now we're going to change all subtraction to adding its opposite. We keep -3, change subtraction to addition, and change the next number to its opposite, -3. Over, we keep 1, change subtraction to addition, change -1 to 1. Okay, that gives us m equals, so -3 plus -3 is -6. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So you need to remember the rule of adding integers, okay? So now, and the rule of multiplying and dividing integers. So when you divide a negative and a positive, your answer will be negative. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And so the slope of this line is -3. Slope of this line is -3. And what does that mean? It means kind of -3 over 1. So the change in y is -3, and the change in x is 1. Or we can say the change in y would be 3 and the change in x is -1. So it's either y gets the negative or x, either one of them gets the negative. So, and it will still equal, this equals -3, this equals -3. So, and what does that mean? If you are going from this point to that, if you're going from this point to this point, so you can either take this route, which means you come down, if you come down -3, being coming down, because this is 0, 1, 2, 3. If you come down 3 and go right 1, you have a point on the line. You see that? Come down again, 1, 2, 3, and 1. You meet again at the line. So another point on the line. So that's what that means. Or if you want to take this route, you go up 1, 2, 3, and go left 1. You still meet on the line. 1, 2, 3, 1. You meet on the line. All right? Hope that makes sense. All right, let's look at writing equation or drawing a line. Okay. So it says to graph the line with the given slope that passes through the point. So we are given one point and we are given the slope. The first thing you want to do is write the slope. Okay, there are two different ways you can write the slope. So write this slope in two different ways. It can be either -3 over 2, or it can be +3 over -2. Okay, so and for this one, if it is -3, so that of course we know that this goes for the top is y over x, is always y over x. So okay, so the same thing with this. This is y over x, and the y is, so you go on the y is, since it's -3, you're going to go down 3, down 3, and +2 is going to be right then. Down 3, right 2. Okay, so it's kind of 3 units. 3 units. So how about here? If I use this one, so what's going to happen? We're going to go up 3, up 3, and down, and oops. So this is left because it's negative. Is left 2. Okay, so let's plug it. First of all, plot this number, -4, -1. So which is 0. We go for x first, -4, and -1 is right here. Okay, it's right there. And so from this point, this is one of the points on the line. So we're going to use the slope to find other points. So we can use this. We go 3 units up, 2 units left. So we go from here. We start 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 2 left. 1, 2. We put a point there. Okay, we can go again from there. We go 3 units up, 2 left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, and we put another point there. Or if we want to use this slope, what's going to be? 3 units down, 2 units right. So we start from that point. This point again, we go 1, 2, 3 down, and 1, 2. 2 left. We put a point there. Okay, we can do it again. 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2. 2 right. Okay, so you see that all these, they're going to be on a straight line. You can just connect the dots. So you can keep going as far as you want. So, but then remember to put arrow to show that these lines keep going. So as long as you take 3 units up, 2 units left, or 3 units down, 2 units right, you get points on this graph. Okay, and how do you write this equation? If you are to write the equation of the line, then it's going to be y equals the slope times x plus b, which is the y-intercept. So this is y equals the slope we just have. So this is -3 over 2, -3 over 2x, plus the b is the y-intercept. Okay, when we talk about that, so this passes this line at -7. So we do that in the next week. All right, in the next lesson, we do this more.